The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Hello, Cougar fans, and welcome to live coverage of Averett University men's lacrosse here on the Averett Sports Network. We got a good one for you today as the Cougars welcome Franciscan University here to beautiful Danville, Virginia. Although not so beautiful today, a little rainy outside here at DALY Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Teams will fight through this rain, though. Probably going to see it for at least the first hour of tonight's contest, as rain showers have kind of plagued us for the past few hours here on and off. So I do believe there is some thunderstorms coming along the way, but hopefully that'll happen right around halftime. So we may see an extended halftime from what I'm understanding. However, it shouldn't affect play too much tonight as the Cougars take on Franciscan. Coming into today's game, the Cougars 0-5 on the year, looking for their first win. Meanwhile, Franciscan also looking for its first win. They are 0-4 on the year. Franciscan coming off a loss on Tuesday at Pfeiffer University. The Barons lost 23-8 there as they make their southern trip down to play a few teams here. Franciscan out of Ohio. Meanwhile, the Cougars coming off a 10-1 home loss to Ferrum College on Tuesday. So Cougars have, you may not see it in the win column, but the Cougars are playing particularly well lately. The last couple games really been playing well, especially defensively. They just haven't had the goals to go along with it. So that's one thing they've really been working on this week and the last couple weeks is trying to get some of those scoring opportunities. And they've had some good looks, just haven't been able to get them through into the back of the net. And we'll see if they can do that today. Obviously, one of these teams is going to come away with a first win of the season. And for the Cougars, they're still looking for their first win in program history in their second year. We're going to pause for the national anthem. We'll come back with starting lineups here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to live coverage of Averett men's lacrosse here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson, and I'll be on the call for tonight's game between the Cougars and Franciscan University of Steubenville. Again, that school located in Ohio. This is the first matchup between the two programs. Obviously, Averett only a second-year program. They did not play last year. Today's starting lineups, first for Franciscan. Go through the starters. Number 1, Jerome Harkins. Number 2, Jonathan Lee. Number 16, Noah Smith. Number 20, Nicholas Brierly. Number 22, Dan McCartney. Number 37, Michael Arapes. Number 42, Grant McCown is in goal tonight. William Morosky is in the defense Austin Nassett, and Joe Krakorin. Head coach for Franciscan, Peter Rosowski. And the starters for your Cougars, Jordan Wigington along the back line there. Jacob Shriver in goal. Miska Granlund. Sam Garrett getting the start. Will Merritt getting the start as well for the Cougars. Lucas Jane, Mason Foy, Jonas Matila, Wesley Turner, and Michael Crevelis are your starters for the Cougars, who are coached by Anthony Mackin in his second season. He's assisted by David Fernandez and Kyle Sopko. So we are almost ready to get underway here. The teams talking with the officials as we speak. Looking at the Cougars, they have spread out their 6 goals on the season. Matula, Jane, Foy, Corbett, and Michael Machad, all with goals, along with Marquise Fleming. Mason Foy had the lone goal against Ferrum in their last game on Tuesday. Looks like we're about ready to get underway here. Franciscan a little bit more successful scoring-wise. McCartney is their leading goal scorer this season with 13 goals. Harkins with 7. And Michael Arps with 4. Also Jonathan Lee with 4. And we are about ready to get underway here. Will Merritt helping the Cougars win the face-off here. And Averett wearing their all-white jerseys. Meanwhile, Franciscan in their dark green jerseys with gold lettering. Averett on the attack first. Matsula has it. He'll pass it back to Ballard early. Early tries to dump it off. I believe he was looking for Turner, but he had already made his cut. So Jane picks it up on the far side. He'll get it back to Matsula, a sophomore from Finland. Looking for an opening. Has the ball knocked away, but Cougars battling for the ground ball. And it's going to be taken away by Franciscan. They'll get it back to their goalkeeper, Grant McCune. Ball turned over. It will be a reset of the shot clock. And Early has it, making his way up the middle of the field. He'll dump it off to Wesley Turner. Still scoreless here in the opening minutes between Averett and Franciscan. That pass gets away from the Cougars. Nassett picks it up near midfield, but his pass ahead, no good. And Jordan Wigginton comes away with it. He'll pass it ahead to Early. Early wide open, moving his way up the field. Now Harkins putting on the pressure, and Early will dump it off. Averett trying to set up its offense. Parker Corbett has it. Corbett looking behind the net, finds Turner. Turner moves to the far side. Cougars trying to score from left to right on your screen. Machad turns the corner, has an opening shot, and it's going to be saved. Good save there by McEwen. Franciscan quickly works it down, but a errant pass from Jerome Harkins. And it'll be Cougars' possession. He was trying to find Nicholas Brierly. Just a little high on the pass. So Averett gets possession back. They'll try to work it back upfield. Good defense by Franciscan. The Barons are going to come away with it. Harkins picks it up. He'll dump it off. That's McCartney, who just came off the sideline. McCartney, of course, the leading scorer for the Barons. And the Cougars defense settles in. Barons looking for an opening. Arabs had it equal to the goal and pass it around, and that pass goes off the stick of Jonathan Lee, and it will be Cougars' possession. Raphael Walker nearly lost it, picks up the ground ball. He'll get it ahead to Turner. Turner has it taken away briefly by Nassett. And the Barons come away with it. As we are under 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Pass downfield, intercepted by Jordan Wigginton. Wigginton tries to get it ahead to Turner. Good catch there by Turner. Turner drops it and lost possession of it. It will go to Franciscan. McEwen tries to pass it ahead. Ball deflected. And will be Averett possession. Corbett has it working near side. He'll send it back to Turner. Murawski playing defense behind the goal. Cougars get the ball out to Matala. He'll try to dump it inside to Corbett, and Corbett scores! And the Cougars take a 1-0 lead. Austin Corbett. Believe the assist will go to Jonas Matala. We'll see what the official scoring is. But the Cougars find themselves ahead here 1-0 with 9:22 to play. And it will be Matalo with the assist. For Corbett, that's his second goal on the season, second career goal. And the freshman getting the Cougars on the board. Corbett, a native of New Westminster, Canada. One of the many international guys on this Cougar squad. And Marriott doing the face-off honors, and the Cougars win it. Ball knocked away by the Barons. Hurley trying to get to the ball, but he's knocked off position, and it's a scrum for it. Raphael Walker comes away with it for the Cougars. Now Averett will set up its offense here. Cougars ahead 1-0. Walker tries to make some moves, has it knocked away. And will be off of Averett. Turner couldn't handle the ground ball. And now the Barons moving their way downfield. They'll pass it out to McCartney. McCartney will hold on to it. They'll get it back to McCartney. Harkins has it knocked away by the Cougars defense. And I believe that's Fleming comes away with it. The Cougars trying to work on some numbers. And a shot by Ballard early goes wide. I believe Averett will maintain possession. Jonas Matala has it. Shot hits the side of the net, I believe. Now the Barons come away with it. Pass ahead. They'll get it to Gavin Brown. Brown finds Jonathan Lee. Circles back out. Cougars settling in. Lee thought about a shot there, passed it off, got it back. Still looking for that window. He'll give it back to McCartney, now back to Lee. Early on the defense, they'll pass it far side. Shot by Gavin Brown, and it's going to be a goal by Gavin Brown. For Brown, it's his first goal of the season. He did have an assist coming into today. So that'll knot it up at 1-1 here with 6:16 to play. That one was flipped through Will Merritt's legs. Raphael Walker comes away with it. Cougars subbing off a few players. Set up the offense. Turner makes a run at it. Now he changes his mind. He'll pass it off to Michael Mashad. Mashad to his right. Trying to get around the corner. He'll get it back. Out to Lucas Jane. Now Mashad loses it, but the Cougars get it right back. That'll be Tyler Moody. And Moody tried to get it out to Mason Foy, but it's taken away by the Barons. And great defense there. Great effort by Raphael Walker. Knocked it away from Franciscan. And the Cougars send it downfield quickly. Jordan Wigington. He's a big guy, 6'4". Excuse me, 6'7". And we'll see. And it will be a timeout for the Cougars here as we are tied up 1-1 with 5:02 to play in the first quarter. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be back here in just a few moments.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back as Averett and Franciscan tied 1-1 here with 5:02 to play in the first quarter. Good steady rain has started back up here in Danville on DALY Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. It's going to be something I think the teams are going to have to battle all evening, at least for the next hour and a half. Could see some thunderstorms roll through here around halftime, so we'll see how that plays out. But both teams determined to get this one in. And we are back underway. Cougars have possession. Matula makes a move, throws it back behind the net to Jane. Jane dumps it off to Foy. Foy's shot saved by McEwen. Looked like he got a leg on it. Averett maintains possession, though. Shot by Wesley Turner. Another save by McEwen. A couple good looks there for the Cougars. Unable to come up with a goal, though, on some good defense by Grant McEwen. Harkin shot misses. As the Barons quickly trying to advance the ball downfield and score before the Cougars could get back on defense. However, it was an errant shot. Averett will set up. McCartney as it gets it to Lee, now back to McCartney. Cougars come away with possession. Sam Garrett. And Averett, good spin move there by Wesley Turner. And Corbett looked like he was going to take a shot, and the Barons defense knocked it away right before he was able to fire it in. Both teams jostling for the ball. Will be Averett possession. Mattia has it. Or excuse me, Matzela has it. Averett maintains possession. Ball sent back over and be over and back. A little bit of a delay there. Not sure if there was an official call yet. Will be a full shot clock here for Franciscan. And play resumes. Franciscan with a number 24 out there, but don't see a number 24 on the roster. As a shot by Brown. He's already got one goal, nearly got another one, but a good save there by the Cougars goalkeeper, Jacob Shriver. Tyler Moody comes away with it. Has it knocked away, though. And will be off of Moody on the defense by Joe Corcoran. So the Barons have possession. Pass it around to Lee. Lee tries to find Michael Arapes, but gets away from him. However, they maintain possession as Steve Smith has it. Smith fires a shot, but right into the net of Shriver. Approaching 1 minute to play here in the first quarter, still tied up 1-1. Franciscan has possession. They'll get it to McCartney. Under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Franciscan setting up an attack. McCartney moves to the far side. He'll pass it off over to Arapes. Now over to Lee. Lee defended by Sam Garrett. Thought about a shot, now dumps it off. Brown has it, now tries to get it back over to Lee, and pass is errant, and will be Averett possession here with 14.3 seconds to play. See if Averett can work its way upfield really quickly as we are approaching under 10 seconds to go. Jonas Matula will fire, and he's wide. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Your score, Averett 1, Franciscan 1. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the second quarter here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back on Averett Sports Network coverage of Averett men's lacrosse. I'm Drew Wilson, and we're going to the second quarter here. All tied up 1-1 between Averett and Franciscan. Will Merritt doing the face-off duties here for the Cougars, and will be Jonathan Lee for Franciscan. Just an update, number 24, figured out that was Jonathan Bookwalter, listed as number 8 in the roster, but wearing number 28 today for you fans watching at home. So Averett comes away with it. That'll be Walker picking it up. Looked like Walker tried to fire a shot and lost it when he reared back to shoot. Michaud keeps possession for the Cougars. He'll fire one in. And saved by McEwen, but the Cougars get it right back. Ground ball picked up by Walker. Michaud fires and across the face of the goal. Goes wide, however. And the ball taken away by the Barons. Alice Calpazian came away with it. He'll pass it ahead. Now the Barons moving the possession around. McCartney has it, looking for a hole. He'll turn the corner. Has some space. Shot. Looks like Shriver maybe got a stick on it, but still battle for possession. Sam Garrett able to stay in bounds. Nifty move there. Shriver has to corral the pass. He'll pass it ahead. Good scoop there by, I believe that was Tyler Moody. And Averett setting up some offense here. Cougars got on the board first on a Parker Corbett goal. However, Gavin Brown tied it up a few minutes later. That's where we stand so far. Matula dumps it off. Corbett battling in front of the net. There was a shot that found the back of the net, but there is a penalty on the play. And it looks like it's going to go against the Cougars. I believe it was Parker Corbett. And it was a slashing penalty on Corbett, so it's a 1 minute penalty. Averett gets possession back, though. Garrett dumps it off to Matula. Cougars running some clock to try to kill the penalty. Still a man down. Cougars have about 25 more seconds left. Matula turns the corner, though. He'll pull it back. Send it across over to Raphael Walker. Sophomore has it knocked away, picks up the ground ball, but it's taken away again by William Muraski. Muraski sends it ahead. Shot. Thought it was going to be a goal, but was deflected. Now Averett going the other way. Penalty's been released. And Cougars trying to score. Had a good look there. I think that might have been Corbett who just got released. Michaud fires in. And Michaud with his second collegiate goal. And the Cougars go ahead 2-1 here. So Mike Michaud adds his second goal of the season. the Cougars in front. So with 10:37 to play, Averett ahead. Face-off won by the Barons. Steve Smith fires in, but a good save there by Jacob Shriver. Ball deflected away. Ground ball picked up by Ballard early. Early dumps it off. Shot. Oh, nearly in there as Moody had a nice window in front of the goal. Averett, though, still has possession. Wesley Turner comes away with it. Turner has it knocked away. Picked up by Mason Foy. Foy tries to do the little over the head backwards flip into the goal. A little wide, though. Cougars, good defense there, and Walker tries to get into Foy. Foy fires and finds the back of the net. Mason Foy. And the Cougars have a 3-1 lead here on the goal by Mason Foy. Assist by Raphael Walker. The Cougars, 3 goals today. That's the most so far this season for Averett, as the previously single game highs were 2 in the opener against Bridgewater and 2 against Oglethorpe in game 2 of the season. Will Merritt still doing face-off duties for the Cougars, but the Barons come away with this one. Jordan Wigginton, though, causes the turnover and comes away with it. He'll pick up the ground ball and loses it again, and will go out, and will be Franciscan ball. Failed clear attempt there by the Cougars. Again, the Cougars only in their second season as a program, so really the infancy of a program. For those following at home, the most the goals the Cougars have ever scored is 4. They did that twice last season in a single game. So one more goal would equal that mark. And we still have a whole half to play, and then some. Here with 8:16 to play in the second quarter. But have a good feeling the Barons are not going to go away. And they're trying to make some noise right here. McCartney gets it over to Bookwalter, back to McCartney. McCartney fires one along the ground. And it goes out, and will be Averett possession here. Deep pass, looking for Lucas Jane, goes over his head. Barons have possession. That's Harkins looking ahead. Missed the pass, though, as Bookwalter couldn't quite get his stick up high enough. It was a little bit high on the pass. Garrett has it. He'll get it to Parker Corbett. Corbett dumps it off over to Early. I don't know if I mentioned, but Foy, that's his second goal of the season. So all 3 goals scored today for the Cougars are second goals for those guys this season. And all of them freshmen. Looks like we got a penalty coming, but the Cougars firing a shot. Michaud got knocked down. We'll see what the penalty is. And it's holding on Kyle Ruby. So it'll be a 30-second penalty. Averett will be up a man for a short period of time here. Cougars. Corbett comes away with it and then knocked away. And the ball finds its way back to McEwen. Harkins has it. Harkins passes it off now. McCartney has it. Here's we approach 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. McCartney passes it off to Bookwalter, and we're going to have a timeout, I believe. And it is, in fact, a timeout Franciscan here with 5:41 to play in the second quarter. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cougars lead Franciscan 3-1 here in the second quarter.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back as we have 5:41 to play here in the second quarter. Averett with a 3-1 advantage over Franciscan in the first ever meeting between these two schools. Franciscan in the green jerseys has possession as they work from left to right on your screen. Jonathan Lee dumps it off now. Gavin Brown gets it over to Steve Smith, who fires one home, but good save there by Jacob Shriver. Shot by Garrett. A little wide and low. Averett maintains possession. Moody has it. And Foy tries to fire in another one, just missed, getting his second goal of the day. Cougars fighting for the ground ball. Ball knocked around, and Jerome Harkins comes away with it. Ball sent back to the middle. Averett has it picked up by Jonas Mattila. He'll cut towards the middle, fires it, tries to find, I believe that was Lucas Jane, who was camped out beside the goal and unable to connect on the pass. Barons send the pass up. That was Noah Smith. We were told before the game Noah Smith was going to be wearing 16, but he is wearing his normal 29 today. Shot by Brown and scooped up there by Shriver. Cougars quickly work it up. Good pass, outlet pass out to Sam Garrett. He'll dump it off to Foy. Foy gets it, tries to get it to Jane, a little high on the pass. And it'll go to the Barons. Barons have possession of it. Pass ahead. Aaron throw. And now Averett comes away with a good one-handed grab there by Foy. He'll get it to Walker. And McCartney with a good couple of spin moves there after picking up the ground ball. However, he lost it. Averett comes away with it. Tyler Moody has it. And stoppage. Averett maintains possession though. And Michaud has it. Back over to Walker. McCartney on the defense. Good check on Walker. Walker comes back the other way. Now Turner has it knocked away. And Michaud with a good clear out there. And Turner goes down. Ball picked up by Walker. And we've got an injury timeout here. As Wesley Turner. A little shaken up on the play. Busy weekend in Averett Athletics. Of course, we got the men's lacrosse team tonight. Got a lot of action tomorrow as Averett softball team plays at home against Brevard College. Just a little bit over up the hill. So we'll have coverage of that here on the Averett Sports Network. Women's lacrosse team in action tomorrow. They are on the road down on their southern road trip. They play Huntington on Saturday and LaGrange on Sunday. Of course, the men's team after tonight is back in action on Sunday. They host Pfeiffer right here at 1 p.m. We'll have that coverage as well. Men's tennis is in action this week. They play Greensboro. And those are at Greensboro. Women are at Sweetbriar. Baseball team has the weekend off before they play Tufts at home on Tuesday. So a lot of action going on this weekend in Averett Athletics. And play is resumed after Turner was helped off the field. Michaud has it. Now Walker works it around. Early comes away with it. Early fires it and off the helmet of his teammate, Tyler Moody. Not a bad looking shot, to be honest. Just Moody's head got right in the way. Averett maintains possession, though. And Michaud has it. Good jab step move there by Michaud, but he's double teamed. And will be a shot clock violation here with 1:19 to play. First shot clock violation we've had today for either team. So Franciscan has possession of it here, trailing 3-1. That ball picked off by Mason Foy. As we hit 1 minute remaining, Foy does his best spin moves there, gets it over to his teammate, Raphael Walker. And it looks like we got a clock issue. They're going to put some time on the clock, I believe. So it looks like 52 seconds left on the game clock. They have reset the shot clock. And here we go. Averett has possession. So they're adjusting the clock once again. And we are ready to roll here with under 50 seconds to play. Mazzala slips, falls, tries to get the ground ball, and a battle for it. Walker comes away with it, though. Gets it behind to Jane. Jane back out to Mazzala. Bounce shot. No good. Goes out. It will be Averett possession still, though, here with 29.9 seconds to play. Clock resumes. And will be a turnover on Averett, as the Barons have 17 seconds to work with here. McCartney, the leading goalkeeper, has it. He'll dump it off. And that'll probably do it here, as Shriver just slings this one downfield. So that'll be it for the first half. The Cougars lead Franciscan 3-1 here at halftime. We'll be back with some halftime stats for you in just a few moments. Till then, we'll show you some messages from our Team Averett partners. Hello, everybody. It's halftime here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium in Danville, Virginia. Averett leads Franciscan University 3-1. Cougars got on the board first, the 9:22 mark in the first period, as Parker Corbett scored his second goal of the season on a pass by Jonas Matala. Give the Cougars a 1-0 lead. However, the Barons tied it up at the 6:16 mark in the first period on a goal by Gavin Brown, his first of the season. The assist was by Jonathan Lee. After one period, we were tied 1-1. Then the Cougars took a 2-1 lead on a goal by Mike Machad, his second of the season at the 10:37 mark. And then Mason Foy added another insurance goal on an assist from Raphael Walker, Mason Foy's second goal of the year at the 9:22 mark as well for the Cougars, and that's where we stand with a 3-1 advantage here at halftime. Team stats. Averett leads the shots category 18-11, although the Barons have one more shot on goal. They lead that 8-7. Averett has 33 ground balls to Franciscan's 22. As far as saves go in goal, Jacob Shriver with 7 saves. Franciscan only with 4. For Averett, they are 8 of 14 on clears. Franciscan 6 of 16. Face-offs, Averett's won 4 of the 6. And turnovers about even. Calls turnovers about even. And penalties pretty close as well, as the sun kind of popping out here at Owen Fulton Field. At Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. And we got about another minute left. We'll take another break. We'll be back with the second half here. Cougars lead Franciscan 3-1. And welcome back. We are ready to start the third quarter here. Averett leads Franciscan 3-1. And the sun popping out here a little bit. Hopefully we can keep it that way, as looks like the weather has possibly dissipated. And we may be in good shape the rest of the way. Those storms that we thought were going to come in during halftime, no longer a threat from what I'm told. That's good news. So Franciscan will be going from right to left on your screen. Averett left to right. Cougars in their all-white jerseys today, as usual at home. Arabs with the pass over to Bookwalter. And here, pass goes out and will be Averett possession. And Corbett has it. He'll get it over to Matala. Parker Corbett sizing up the defense. Now over to Moody. Now back to Corbett. Corbett dumps it off to Matula. He fires in. That one wide. Will maintain possession for the Cougars. Corbett wings it over to Ballard early. Early gets around the defender, dumps it in. And will be Franciscan's possession. Pass ahead by Murawski. Up to Steve Smith. Smith works his way past the defender. But that throw nowhere near the intended target of Gavin Brown. So the Cougars make their way upfield. Mashad, spin move, has it knocked away. And it will be Jerome Harkins trying to pick up the ground ball, but he was out of bounds. And it will be an Averett possession on the turnover. Foy passes it ahead. Looking for Moody. Mashad has it. He'll get it over to Walker. Walker defended by Noah Smith. Spin move. Good defense there by Ruby. Walker thought about it. Decides to take a few steps back out. Pass behind the goal to Jane. Taken away by the Barons. And they're going to say he stepped out. And will be Averett possession and a new shot clock for the Cougars. So Jane will take it. Mashad has it behind the net. Now Jane has it. He'll pass it back towards midfield. Corbett battling through a few defenders. Mashad to Moody. Moody loses it on the good defense there by Ruby. And Noah Smith had the ground ball momentarily. Cougars fighting hard. That one's still not possessed. Now Corbett comes away with it. He'll pass it off over to Walker. Walker loses possession. But not a clear pickup there by Calpasian. And a shot by Walker and a good save. There is a save by McEwen. We do have a penalty on the play. I believe it will be. Let's see who it's on here. And we'll be on William Murawski for tripping. So the Barons going a man down for a minute. And Matula with the score. Jonas Matula makes it 4-1 in favor of the Cougars here 10:23 to play. Corbett with the assist. So Matzela with his second goal of the season. And the Cougars have matched their highest scoring output of their program's history for the third time. They have 4 goals in a single game. As Jonas Matzela coming through with another clutch insurance goal for Averett. Franciscan has done a good job scoring some goals this season. Coming in today, they had 31 through 4 games. So that's an average of nearly 8 a game. And they've only been held to 1 so far today. So the defense playing really well for Averett. And their offense coming through with some goals here. And that shot fired in by Mashad, but a little wide. Moody picks up the ground ball. Mashad works his way past the defender, but he's going to be double teamed. He'll dump it off to Jane. Jane finds Corbett. Corbett back to Moody. Moody has it knocked away. Believe that was Harkins with the caused turnover. He does come away with the ground ball, it looks like, and with 9:11 to play. Harkins making his way upfield, cutting through some defenders. Good defense there as Sam Garrett comes away with the caused turnover, and the Cougars going the other way with it. That's Marquise Fleming. Fleming tries to fire it in. Ball deflected away. Might have been a save. Kind of got deflected from our view up here in the press box. Averett possession, though. Ballard early gets it over to Wesley Turner, who's back in the game. Turner, of course, had to be helped off the field earlier back in the second quarter. That pass looking for Foy right in front of the goal. Averett maintains possession. Shot by Early wide. Cougars maintain it. Matzela, good spin move, dumps it off to Jane behind the net. Now ahead, out to Moody. Moody can't handle the pass. Ball knocked around, it's kicked around, and Barron's come away with it. And we've got an interference call, it looks like, on Franciscan. So Averett will get the possession back. Moody has it. Fires off the crossbar. Shot by Foy on the ricochet. And Mason Foy scores again, and the Cougars are up 5-1 here with 7:57 to play in the third quarter. For Foy's second goal of the day, third of his career. Moody gets the assist on the play, and that is his first assist of the season and of his career. And the Cougars have set a program record for the most goals scored in a game in their young existence here, with 5 goals so far today. And it'll be a timeout, Franciscan, so we're going to take it with them here on the Averett Sports Network. Cougars ahead 5-1.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. As the timeout concludes, Averett with a 5-1 lead here on Franciscan, as the Cougars poised to win their first game in program history. Will Merritt will continue to do the face-off duties here for the Cougars. Once again, Jonathan Lee for the Barons. And Cougars will win the face-off. Sam Garrett picks up ground ball, dump it off to Walker. Walker will pull it back out as the Cougars make some changes. Walker spin move. Thought about shooting it. He'll dump it off to Moody. Moody, he has no trouble shooting it. It goes off the back of one of the defenders. I believe that was Nassett. And McCartney has possession here, and he'll pull it back out as he waits for some teammates to join him. He'll fire it, though. Good block there by Shriver. Shriver with the save. Corbett comes away with it. Tries to dump it off to Corvallis. He'll get it back to Shriver. Ball knocked away by the Barons. Might have been Lee there that caused the turnover. Gavin Brown comes away with it. Brown, of course, has the lone goal today for Franciscan. Arabs gets it over to Bookwalter. Now back over to Steve Smith. Now back to Brown. Now back out to Smith. Comes near side for Bookwalter. Approaching 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Pass over to Lee. Lee now back out to McCartney. Can't handle the bounce pass. Good defense there by Matula and causes the turnover. The Cougars come away with it. Pass ahead to Garrett. Now to Foy. Foy dumps it off to Early. Early wings it in there. It's a goal by Ballard. Early. And make it 6-1 as Early nets a goal here for the Cougars. That's Early's first career goal. Not sure. I can't remember who the assist was. We'll have to see who is credited with that. And will be Sam Garrett with the assist. For Garrett, his second assist. So the Cougars trying to run away with it here, up 6-1. And again, it's the most goals scored. 5 was the most goals just moments ago, but now up to 6 as the Cougars trying to pick up their first win ever. And doing it here at home against Franciscan. Still a lot of time left, though. Franciscan not going to go away easily. And a couple of Barons collide. And Cougars come away with it. Miska Granlund picks up the ground ball. He'll move it up. They'll wing it over. Shot by Lucas Jane off the legs of McEwen. Good save there. And we got a penalty coming here. We'll see what it is. Here with 5:02 to play in the third quarter. And I believe the penalty will be on Averett. Looks like Lucas Jane is going to be the one going to the penalty box. And it's going to be tripping is the call, so it will be a 1-minute penalty. McCarty gets over to Bookwalter. Bookwalter over to Lee. Now back to Bookwalter. Back to Lee. Back to Bookwalter. They'll send it far side over to Smith. Smith fires high. Will stay here with the Barons. Weather holding off for now. Some clouds rolling in, but so far so good. Pass over to Smith. Knocked away. And good defense there by Sam Garrett. He'll pass it ahead. Looking for Fleming. Fleming can't quite corral it. Ball's bounced around. Moody almost had a chance to pick it up. And he will get the ground ball. Knocked away, though. And will be foul on Franciscan. So Cougars will have possession of it. Matzela splits the defenders but loses possession and picked up by Murawski. Passes ahead. Murawski fires it in and he scores on the pass from, I believe that was Michael Arabs. And it is Murawski with the goal. Murawski's first goal of the season. Assist by Arabs. That's his second assist of the year, and that closes the gap to 6-2. Merritt. Merritt will win the face-off. We have a foul on the push there by the Barons, so Averett will have possession. Here with 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Lucas Jane has possession, gets it back to Moody. Moody over to Turner. Sizing up there, good cut there, and a shot and a goal by Ballard early. So Early comes through with his second goal of the day, second goal of his career, and just like that, the Cougars extend their lead back to 5 here. Wesley Turner gets the assist. For Turner, that's his first assist of his career. So Early, native of Wake Forest, North Carolina, and that's his second goal today. 7-2 Averett here with 3:10 left to play in the third quarter. Cougars have looked impressive here on offense today. Defensively, they've been just as solid, only allowing 2 goals so far to a team that's averaging almost 8 a game. And we got another penalty come in here. Believe that will be on the Barons. And I believe it's going to be on Kyle Ruby. And it will be pushing, so a 30-second penalty. Averett will have to move quick here with a man up. Jane fires it home. Good save there by McEwen. And McCartney comes away with it, gets past Mashad. Wigington not as easy to get around, though. Gavin Brown has it. And we're back to even strength here between the two teams. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pass to Brown. Now back out. That's McCartney. Makes a move to his right. Passes behind the net. Arabs has it, deflected away, and will be Averett possession. Good defense there by Mika Granlund. Granlund, one of 2 Finnish players on this team. Turner fires in a shot, and we'll stay with Averett here with 1:09 to play in the quarter. So Averett has it. The other Finnish player, Jonas Matila. Shot missed a little wide as we are under a minute to play here in the quarter. Averett maintains possession, though, and Corbett has it behind. Pass up to Moody. Moody fires it around. Over to Mashad. Mashad works to his right. Fires it off the stick of the goalkeeper, McEwen. Matt Brake out there for the Barons. Pass ahead. Deflected away, and we're going to have a foul on Averett, so it maintains possession. And some numbers here for the Barons, but have a whistle. Didn't catch what happened there. Will be Franciscan possession, though. .25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gavin Brown has it. Brown defended by Sam Garrett. Garrett, a freshman out of Poolesville, Maryland, played really well for the Cougars this season. Time running out. Shot, good save there by Shriver. And he'll wing it downfield as time expires here in the third quarter. So the Cougars 15 minutes away from possibly their first victory as they lead Franciscan 7-2. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the fourth quarter here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back as we are about ready to start the fourth quarter. Averett 7, Franciscan 2 is your score. And the Cougars 15 minutes away from possibly their first victory in program history. So it could be a historical night here at DALY Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium on Averett's North Campus. But still a lot of lacrosse left to play here. And the Cougars are going to have to keep up their good work on defense and maybe fire home a few more goals. Cougars in the white jerseys. It'll be Merritt continuing face-off duties. He'll battle against Jonathan Lee. Darkness starting to set in here. And will be a green possession, so Franciscan comes away with it. Long toss ahead by Lee. So the Barons will make a line change and set things up. Smith has it. He'll pass it off. Bookwalter back over to Lee. Now back to Bookwalter up top. He'll swing it around to Smith. Smith over to Arabs. Arabs around the other side back to Lee. Now Bookwalter comes away with it as Franciscan works the ball around. Now they dump it off in the middle. McCartney, they were looking for him, but stolen away by Crevelis. And the Cougars get the turnover. Fleming comes away with a good move, able to keep possession. And a shot. Looked like into the side of the net. That might have been either Moody or Lucas Jane. Either way, Franciscan gets possession. And a point-blank shot there by Steve Smith and just missed high to the right. Here with 13:30 to play in the fourth quarter. Franciscan keeps possession. Shot fired in, misses wide, and will be Averett possession. That was William Morosky. However, turnover, and Cougars thought they were going to get the ball back, but McCartney was held. So Barons maintained possession here with 12:27 left. McCartney thought about firing it in there. Matula with some good defense there right in front of him. Now shot by Jerome Harkins misses wide. Good defense there by Sam Garrett. Stole that ball away, and that gets it up to Darius Harrison. Cougars get it to Matula. He'll get it behind to Jane. Jane fires it across the top of the goal. And I believe that was Michaud who had a point-blank look, but good save by Grant McEwen. And Cougars get another stop on defense. Shot fired there by, that was Sam Garrett. Averett's football team just got it done with practice, and they are cheering on the Cougars in the end zone. Michaud fires in, just missed wide. And we've got a timeout Averett here with 10:50 to play. Cougars lead 7-2. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here with the rest of the fourth quarter. You're watching Averett Men's Lacrosse on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. 10:50 to play. Cougars lead Franciscan 7-2. Averett coming out of a timeout here. Again, this is the first ever meeting between these two schools. Franciscan out of Steubenville, Ohio. Part of the President's Athletic Conference in men's lacrosse. Averett, of course, in the USA South Athletic Conference. And play resumes here. Cougars have possession. It's early. Gets it to Walker. Walker back behind the net to Jane. Dumps it off in front to Mason Foy. Foy didn't look like he was expecting the pass right away. And the Barons come away with it. They'll pass it up midfield to Jerome Harkins. Harkins over to Moraski. Moraski being defended well by Crevelis. And shot in a goal. And that's on, I believe, number 22, Dan McCartney. And if so, I believe that is his 14th of the season. And that pulls Franciscan back within 4. Here with a lot of time left. The Barons' leading scorer had been held scoreless the first 3 quarters, but he finds the back of the net there. Merritt again facing off with Jonathan Lee. Merritt, of course, picked up lacrosse. Came here to wrestle, though. And has been a member of the Averett wrestling team. Wrestling also one of the newer sports at Averett. As the Cougars added 3 sports starting play last year. Shot there by Early, misses wide. Jane passes it back out to Corbett. Corbett take it back toward midfield. Cuts right, cuts back left, now back right. Spin move, and he'll pull it back out here. 62 seconds left on the shot clock. Matsula has it. Ball knocked away, however, and will be a turnover. Pass ahead to Moraski. Moraski fires across the field. Back to McCartney. McCartney triple teamed. Ball knocked away. He looked like he was getting ready to fire. And good defense there by the Cougars. They will gain possession. Matsula, a couple nifty moves there. He'll pass it off over as Parker Corbett has possession now. He'll get it to Ballard Early. Early, good spin move. Gets it to Jane. And reset on the clock. Early fires it across. That was a pass, though. Over to Corbett. Corbett now back out to Mooney. Moody just missed there, but Cougars keep possession as Jane corralled. Now Corbett has it. Corbett trying to work around Noah Smith. Double teamed. Good help defense there. Pass over to Moody. Gets away. And the ground ball will be picked up by Franciscan. However, knocked away once again by the Cougars. But Jerome Harkins comes away with it. And Morosky trying to set up things. Shot by Harkins. Good save there by Shriver. We've got a penalty. There are 2 yellow flags out. Corvallis gets it ahead. Mashad trying to pass it ahead. Lost possession of it, but gets it right back. Walker has it. Walker just trying to run out some clock here. 6:20 to play. Cougars lead by 4. Ball knocked away, but Walker once again gets it. And good spin move to get away from the defender. Passes it into to Matilla. Matilla has it blocked on the shot. And I believe we're going to have a penalty here on the Barons. And we'll see. Don't see anybody serving any penalties. Might have been offsetting penalties. Play clock has been reset. Oh, we do have an unsportsmanlike penalty. That'll be on Harkins. Averett content to just let the clock run here. As they inch closer here to victory. Now the Cougars will roll with it. And early cleared out. Now the Barons. We got a timeout for Franciscan here with 4:41 to play. Cougars lead the Barons 7-3. We're going to take the break with them. We'll be back with the rest of the fourth quarter when we return.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And teams retake the field after the timeout. Cougars with a 7-3 lead here on Franciscan. 4:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Will be Barron's possession here. I'll pass it to Morosky. He'll find Gavin Brown, who has one of the Barons' goals today. Sun starting to shine here behind the clouds. Shot missed wide. That was McCartney again. And Fleming asking to be on McCartney. He might have gotten switched off there. Shot by Morosky, missed wide. .350 to play. Brown. Now over to Smith. Smith back across the middle. Morosky fires. And will be Averett possession as the shot was fired as the shot clock expired. Approaching 3 minutes to play. Cougars on top by 4. Jonas Matula works his way past the defense. Gets the ball over midfield. Passes it ahead to Mashad. Mashad back to Jane. Jane fires across. Shot by Foy. Blocked. Jane gets it back. Gets it over to Corbett. Corbett corrals it. Picks up the ground ball. Here under 3 minutes to play. We got a reset of the shot clock. So the Cougars, some additional time here to run off and inch them just that much closer to victory here. Mashad works to the right. Gets past one defender, past another, passes it back to Jane. Penalty coming here as that ball is going to roll back toward midfield. And we'll see what the penalty will be. I believe that was Krakorin picks up the penalty for the Barons. We'll see what the penalty was. Or excuse me, that was Austin Nassett for slashing, so 1 minute of penalty. Cougars have possession. Matula on the far side. Gets it across to Mashad. Mashad over to Jane. And Corbett has it. Cougars working around the ball. Averett approaching a minute and a half left. Can almost sense the relief here. The Cougars can hold on, pick up their first victory in program history. Pass over to Jane. Cougars possessing it with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Matula spin move. Shots off the knee of McEwen. Cougars battling for possession. The Barons Thought they came away with it, but the Cougars, Sam Garrett has it. Knocked away, though. Right to Mashad. Mashad to Jane. Here, 1 minute remaining, and the Cougars have the lead here and looking good to pick up their first victory here in program history. 49.6 seconds left. Cougars trying to run out clock, and they can run it all out. Pass out to Jane. Back to Mashad. Mashad holding it. He'll get it back out to midfield for Sam Garrett here with 20 seconds to play. And that's it. The Cougars get their first victory in program history. Congratulations to head coach Tony Mackin on picking up the team's first victory in program history. As they win 7-3 over Franciscan. And the Cougars celebrating on the field, I believe, as soon as they get through the handshake line. We'll probably see some additional fans out on the field to celebrate this momentous occasion. Averett football team ready to celebrate down in the end zone as the Cougars soaking in the moment here. We're going to stay live here, capture everything here with the celebration. And the football team celebrating. And you only have one chance ever for your first ever program's victory. And so for the Cougars, this is a moment that's been a couple years in the making. After head coach Anthony Mackin was hired 3 years ago, had one season without a team as he did his recruiting and building things up. And then last year, tough 0-11 season here. But the Cougars pick up their first win. They are now 1-5 on the year. So congratulations to the Cougars on this victory. Be sure to stay tuned to AverettCougars.com for our story, and be sure to follow us on social media. We'll have some posts here, some photos and video as the Cougars celebrate their first win in program history. Well, for everybody here at the Averett Sports Network, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on the Averett Sports Network. Our next broadcast will be Averett softball, doubleheader tomorrow against Brevard, and then right back down here for some more Averett men's lacrosse against Pfeiffer on Sunday. So congratulations to the Cougars and head coach Anthony Mackin and the rest of the coaching staff on this big win today Cougars victorious 7-3.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.